Yes, guys, welcome back to another show. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. This is your local transfer roundup show. How is everyone on this glorious Saturday afternoon, wherever you are in the country? It looks like a decent day out there. I hope we're all doing well. Big up to everyone in the chat. Don't forget to go and smash that like button as soon as you come in, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. Very close now to the 4K mark, guys. Um, First off, guys, thank you very much to everyone with their kind messages lately. I don't know what I've done to deserve it, but your kind messages, thank you very much. I do really appreciate it. I really do. Um, I, I don't know what I've done to deserve nice messages from you guys, but yeah, I do appreciate it. I really, really do. Hang on one sec, guys. One sec. Let me just get this up. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what I've done. So I'm going to start off with Aaron here. I know Aaron doesn't want the shout out or all that, but Aaron, I'm going to shout you out, man, because I made the thumbnail last night. I put it up for you, ready for today, and then I go and just see if there's any likes on the video and all that, and I go on there and I see this late last night from LFC Aaron on there, left a super chat even before the show started, and yeah, it made me a bit emotional. It made me a bit emosh. Big up Jane, mate. Not in this for the shout out, but I'm giving you that shout out, mate, because you're a gentleman. Personally, which is why I've sent this now. I just loved your story and that you give certain people a chance to voice their opinion. If I could offer you the world, I would. Big up to you, my man. Look, first off, I don't know what I deserved to get that appreciation. I really don't. I'm just I'm just me doing my own thing, man. I'm just me doing my own thing, and yeah, thank you very much. Look, I've always, in my opinion, Liverpool fans, no matter who they are, all deserve their own voice. Every Liverpool fan deserves their own voice. And if I got a platform which allows Liverpool fans to come on and express their opinions, that's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. I've always said, to you guys that there's things I say that you don't agree with sometimes. There's things I say, I don't even, you know, sometimes I say something, I look back on that and I like, should I have said that? And then and that's why sometimes I go back and forward my own self on the channel. But yeah, I've got opinions. I've got strong opinions at times as well. I'm quite an opinionated person, to be fair. But, you guys are great, and you sit here every day listening to me chat about Liverpool Football Club. It's the club we all love. We all love this football club, and we've all got opinions on this football club, how this club should be run, who's at fault, who's the problem, all this sort of stuff we've had all season. And I let people come on. You got Jenny from Kloppish. Jenny's got cerebral palsy, and it's not easy for her to speak. It's not easy for her to speak, and she wanted to come on the show. She likes the show. She likes watching the show. It entertains her, and she's a Liverpool fan. She wanted her say. She's got her own channel, but she wanted to come on here, bigger audience, and wanted to have her say. And it takes a lot of guts for her to do that. It takes a lot of guts for her to do that. And we gave her that platform, and it's helped her out massively as well. And you guys in the live chat are tremendous with people like Jenny. You're patient with her, and you guys are great, man. You guys are tremendous people, and yeah, I can't thank you all enough. I can't thank you all enough for the kind words recently. I really can't. Yeah, you're good people, man. You're good people. And I'm just a Liverpool fan, just with a channel, with my own opinions that I express rightly or wrongly. I'm not right all the time. I'm not wrong all the time either. But they're my opinions. And if you like my opinions, you stay. And I appreciate all you guys. I really, really do. I say big up to everyone in the chat right now. I want to say honesty. I see your chats now, honesty. I see your chats now, my man. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened on the channel for you, my son, but you're back. And yeah, I can see you. I can see you in the chat now, my friend. There you are. There you are. Big up to you, my friend. Now I can see you in the chat. I don't know what happened. I think it might have something to do with Stream. I think it's Streamlabs. I'm with. They. I don't know why they sometimes block out words. Stream Elements. Sorry. So I'm with Stream Elements, and they run bots and all that. So I don't get many bots on the channel, and sometimes they can block people and stuff like that for no reason. I don't know why. You weren't blocked or anything. You were just hidden. You was a hidden user. For some reason, YouTube hid you. So don't know why. But you're unhid now, if that's even a word, and you're back on the channel, my man. Big up, Luke. Hey, you, Jamie. Love the show. Big up to you, Luke. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Big up, Daz in the chat. Michael in the chat. Glasgow Red TV. John in chat. No link today, John. I'm just going solo, my man. Just a solo show today. But big up to you, John. We'll get you on the channel again soon. Big up, man, like Jay. How you doing? Anfield Raw in the chat. Big up to you, my man. Kind words from you earlier in the live chat as well that I really, really appreciate. Big up to Doug. It's on his channel last night. Big up to you, Doug. Yeah, sorry about me going off reels early, like just before you finished your show last night, Doug. My computer just like went on and off, turned on and off, and then by the time I turned it back on, you just finished. But big up to you, Doug. Thank you for having me on your show last night. It was a good show. Big up to Ravi in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Big up Daz. Big up to Doombrush. Big up to you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Big Bruno in the chat. You're a gentleman, Anfield Raw. Thank you very much. Endsman in the chat. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Good. Kate, Trudon, Redbird, Francis. How you doing? Is Max Dad England now to finalise the deal? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. It sounds exciting. John in the house. How you doing, my man? Big up you. Liz in the house. How you doing, Liz? Lakers. Keegan, my man. Big up to everyone here. Big up to Macca is not coming. What's with the unhappiness, man? What's with the unhappy? Why is Macca not coming? Why is he not coming? Yeah, we're going to talk about that because I didn't even know he had a release clause. It's something I read. I'm going to read out the article to you guys as well. LFC Super Red 97. Good afternoon, Jay, mate. Hope all is well. Big up and hello to all the chat. Big up to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well as well. Alpha in the house. How are you, Jamie? Hope all's well. We'll be watching the City United game. Yeah, we'll be watching that FA Cup final. That's why I'm doing this show a little early today. Jamie, can I have a T-shirt with that garage on? What is there for some certain? Firstly, my wife's makeup bag was in my way. Jesus Christ. Yeah, them talks opened as well. Fezor in the house as well. What type of DM you guys going for? I see Chelsea are going for Casado and Agate. Yeah, they're going for that. Mr. Sinclair in the house as well. Andrew in the house. Big up to you, Andrew. Hope you're all doing well, guys. Hope everyone is doing well on this Saturday lunch time. Firstly, there's one thing I want to say as well before we really, really kick on with the show. Obviously, I was on Doug's show last night, and I said my computer just turned on and off for some reason. It must have been updating in the background and restarted, and so I just missed like the last 5 minutes of Doug's show. But big up for Doug for having me on last night. I went over to Coppish later on and had my say on Coppish as well later on last night, and yeah, some people I look back and some people in the live chat thought I was too negative. So if you're not going to watch the Coppish show from last night, guys, go back and watch it when I called in. And people think I'm too negative. I want to get this negative stuff out of the way with, right? Because I want to go into next season fresh and with everyone knowing my ideas, how I look at football and how I look at Liverpool Football Club. I'm not coming from everything from a negative approach, and I'm not always overly positive at the same time. You know, when I watch a game of football, guys, I maybe look for different things that some other people look at, and then when I talk about it on my show, it might come across negative, but it's really not all the time. Plus, what is there to be that positive about this season? Do you know what I mean? There's not a lot of positivities about this season. There really ain't. There's a few. Obviously the Man United game, a few games where we won 9-0 and 7-1s and 7-0s and 6-1s, and Gakpo being an excellent signing, and most goal scoring from Alisson. There's not a lot of positives through this season. So, yeah, I might have sounded a bit negative through the season, guys. I might have sounded a bit negative, but I don't mean to be. I'm not being negative for negative sake. I'm not being negative to get people on my channel and, boost my likes and boost my views by being ultra negative and being angry and being grumpy. I'm really not. I'm just looking at a game where I look at things. I like Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, I'm going to say this right now. I love Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, he's my manager. Right, he's my manager. And the reason I'm so upset with him this season is because he's not done his job well enough this season. And because I respect him so much, because he is my manager, I'm more angry with him this season. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. He's not been good enough this season. So I'm just being honest. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh yeah, he was. Klopp's done nothing wrong this season. He's great. He's this and that. And like I say as well, I give a voice to the voiceless. Yeah, I give a voice to the voiceless that want to come on and have their say. And sometimes people that I have on the show, their say may be interpreted as negative or anti this or anti that. But it's their say. It's freedom of speech, man. If they think Klopp ain't up for the job no more and they want a new manager, that's that person's say. That's that person's opinion. And I ain't going to just stop him right there and go, right, you can't say that because people in the chat think you're negative. That's just silly talk. People should be able to have their say on their football club. And as I say, I'm not negative, guys. I want positivity. If you go back and watch that video from Coppish last night of my calling, I called in. It's about 5 minutes long, my calling, yeah? And I'm basically, at the end of the video, before I left that calling, I actually said, I want Liverpool to win everything next season. I want Liverpool to put in a title challenge next season. I want Liverpool to win the Europa League next season. I want Liverpool to win the FA Cup next season. I want Liverpool to win the League Cup next season. How the hell is that negative? Like, seriously, how is that negative? We're Liverpool Football Club. We should be winning every competition we're in, shouldn't we? Isn't that a positive thing? Isn't that a positive thing? Because I don't understand it if it ain't. I really don't. If you're in a competition, you're in it to win it, man. You're in it to win it. It's not negative, man. And then I look back at the live chats. I look back at that video yesterday because someone messaged me and said, "Oh, yeah, you got a lot." Some people were really negative in the live chat when you was on yesterday. And so I look back on it, and I was like, "Yeah, it were. Like, why? Why? I don't get what I was saying was negative." So I think what people thought I was saying negative was about Darwin Núñez. So I said about Darwin Núñez, if Darwin Núñez don't ship up and shape up by January next year into 2024, then we got to have a serious think about what we do with Darwin Núñez in the future. Because how long do you have to wait to Darwin Núñez to fit into what Klopp wants him to do? It's not about. I like Darwin. Everyone knows on my channel. If you watch my channel, I like Darwin Núñez. I rate him as a player. I think if Liverpool put him up for sale tomorrow, big clubs will be coming in for Darwin Núñez. I think he's a top player. But at this moment in time, he's not really suiting what Liverpool want to do. So I don't know how that's negative. It's just a fact. No one can tell me they sat here and watched Darwin Núñez this season and went, he suits Liverpool to a T. He suits the way we play and all that. He don't right now. And he's got to learn what Klopp wants him to do. Now, people on the other track might be saying, well, it's down to Klopp to figure out a way to play with Darwin. And they're correct as well there. It's a two-way street. And I'm not disagreeing with anyone on that. But again, it's not a negative standpoint. I'm just seeing I'm just with my two eyes looking at what I'm looking at. That didn't make no sense. I apologise. Gakpo came in from January till the end of the season and fitted the system better than Darwin Núñez did. So something's got to change, surely. Now, I like Darwin. I want him to stay at the football club. He needs, at this moment in time, he's a squad player. He ain't a first teamer. There's nothing wrong with that. By the way, this club needs players like a Darwin Núñez on the bench, maybe. We don't have any £50 million players hitting subs benches. There's nothing wrong with it. You need a squad. So I'm happy with Darwin starting. I'm all right with Darwin staying at the football club. All I'm saying is that if he doesn't learn the way Klopp wants him to play, because Klopp's not going to change for Darwin. Klopp is not going to change the way he wants to play just for Darwin Núñez. He is not. Because everyone else in the club can play the way Klopp wants him, or the way Klopp wants to play. So Darwin has to learn the way Klopp wants to play. It's as simple as that. And he's got to get going fast next season. Otherwise, he's not going to be a regular. And it's a shame because I like Darwin Núñez. Now, I couldn't say all this in my time allotted on the Copper show last night because, other people have got to come in and have their say. I can't spend all night trying to please people who think I'm talking negatively, right? So anyone who watched that show last night, that's my opinions of Darwin Núñez. I like the kid. I think he can be a great player. But Klopp is not going to change the way he plays just to suit one player in our football team. It's as simple as that. And so Darwin has to learn the way Klopp wants to play. I think that's a fair fact, guys. I really do. I think that's a fair fact. It's just the way it is. Klopp is not going to change his system or the way he plays just for Darwin, unfortunately. He really ain't. And because he would have done it already. He would have done it already if he was going to do that. So, and if you look at the midfielders we're buying, they sort of really don't suit Darwin's way of playing either. So Darwin's going to have to learn. I'm hoping Darwin learns. If Darwin learns to play the Klopp way, Darwin can be a superstar, an absolute superstar. But by the way, there's nothing wrong with Darwin sitting on bench, guys, because we need a squad. So if you want a great squad, sometimes you're going to have £50 million players sitting on the bench. Nothing wrong with it. Hay fever. Jesus Christ. You're going to have £50 million players sitting on the bench. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Simple as that. So I'm not coming over negative in that. I'm just trying to speak some facts. That's all it is. I said about Andy Robbo. So Robinson, this is a fun one. So I brought up the Robbo thing on Coppish yesterday. I brought it up on this channel as well. You already know how I feel. I have been saying that I think we need, in the future, we desperately need to look for a new left back. And the reason is because Robbo's 29 going on 30. Robbo's game is all about that intensity, that drive, that never die attitude, that shithousery, that up and down all game. I've never seen a left back that gets up and down in a game as much. Look what Mourinho said about him. He's like Duracell bunny. He's never seen anything like it. Mourinho said once he was tired just watching Robbo up and down all game, never stopped. That is going out of Robbo's game a little bit because of age. Because of age, the amount of games he's played for Liverpool Football Club in a short spell, in a 4 or 5 year spell. You look at the games Robbo's played and the way he has to play in them games, it's taking it out of his body a little bit. So he's not going to be the Robbo of old. And my problem is, I never said once I've never said once I'd sell Robbo. I said I want him to be staying at Liverpool Football Club. Didn't say get rid of him. I said we're going to need to start looking at a new left back. There's nothing wrong with it. And then have Robbo sitting on bench sometimes. Again, another great bench option. I don't know what it is about Liverpool Football Club, but some of the fan base, and I'm not saying you guys in the chat or anything like that, but some people in the Liverpool fan base don't think Liverpool should have a squad. Apparently, Liverpool should just have 11 to 14 players, and that's it. All right, 11 to 14 players, and that's it. They shouldn't have a squad because there's nothing wrong keeping decent players on bench, yeah? If we went and got a brand new left back, yeah, we sold Simicast and we went, you know what? We're not buying a Robbo. We're not buying a deputy to Robbo. We're buying a Robbo replacement because we've got to look to the future. We've got to look to 2 years' time. This is what the transfer committee should be doing. They shouldn't be looking for today. They should be looking for tomorrow. So they should be looking ahead and going, right, in 2 years' time, Robbo's going to be 31. That Robbo at 31 is not going to give us what we used to have at 26, 27, 28. We need to look to the future. And that is what we need to do. Go to the future. Buy a player that can take over Robbo's position. Yeah. Compete strongly with Robbo at a high level. Look, Tsimikas is not good enough, in my opinion. All right. So we need someone a little bit better that can take over Robbo and do what Robbo used to. And Robbo sits on bench occasionally. Again, it makes your bench stronger. It makes your bench stronger. Can you imagine in a game where Klopp's got all his new players in? Yeah, Klopp, say this summer, Klopp's got his new players in. We've bought 3 new midfielders. This is, you know, in a real world, in a made up world probably. Say Liverpool bought their 3 new midfielders, yeah, and then Liverpool went and got a left back as well and a centre back, right? They really like shaped up, yeah. And then one game, you're looking at Liverpool's bench. Klopp's got his first team on the pitch for a game. He looks over at his bench. He's got a Robbo on the bench. He's got a Darwin Núñez on the bench. He's got a Jota on the bench. He's got a Thiago on the bench. Yeah, he's got a Fabinho on the bench. He's got, I don't know, a Van der Van or whatever his name is that we look like we might be getting on the bench. That immediately he's got a Thuram on the bench because maybe Henderson's playing that game. Yeah, he looks at that bench and thinks, oh, man, suddenly we got like 30, 50 million pound players sitting on bench. Quality players sitting on bench that Klopp can look over his shoulder and go, I need to change this game up now. Look at the quality I got on the bench. It's the whole point of having a strong squad. Having a strong squad. You need a strong squad to compete. And for some reason, Liverpool fans, not you guys in the chat, but a lot of Liverpool fans sometimes, all you hear is, oh, well, how can we get so and so and so and so? We need a strong team, guys. We need a strong squad. We need quality options off the bench. You know, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with it. Big up Psychedelic in the chat. Hope you're doing well, my man. Big up John Summers in the chat. Hi, do you think we need a backup for Salah? I think so. Yes, we certainly do. Big up Grouch in the chat. Big up, we know how you doing, my friend. Liverpool's idea of future-proofing signing 17-year-old. Yeah, that is the issue, we know. That is the issue. Are you doing a watch long today, Jamie? Nah. I was planning on it, and I was thinking, nah, I'm just going to chill downstairs with the kids, with the fam, watch the FA Cup, maybe. And I don't even know if I'm going to watch it yet. I really don't. It's Manchester City, Man United. Do I really watch either of them win an FA Cup? I don't know. Robbo will be for Millie for a good number of few years, but you're correct. We need better backup options for sure. Yeah, of course you do. It's what his club needs, man. And then we'll be fighting again. It's our fan base. Every time we are after players now in prime, fans are going, how is any player going to get in the team? How place they're going to take? Yeah, I know exactly. KG, 2 right backs needed. Big up my man. To be honest, Salah doesn't need a sub player the same way Messi, Ronaldo, Lewandowski, and Mbappe and Benzema never really had a bench option. You know, that's pretty true, to be fair. I don't remember anyone was there really? Yeah, that is a fact, actually. There wasn't really a Lewandowski replacement at Bayern Munich at the time, was there? Like, strongly, anyway, because he played with Muller. Muller weren't really Muller weren't the Lewandowski replacement. Ronaldo and Messi, they just played every week. That is very true. That's a good point, man. That's a good point. That's how maybe Klopp might be looking at it as well. Maybe Klopp looks at it like Salah is that kind of player where he plays every week, and having a replacement, my kids are kicking off, and having a replacement is just not going. You know, is there a point of buying in a replacement? That is a good shout. That's a good shout. Look how weak our bench was against Wolves, Brighton away. Hazard on the bench. Yeah, Hazard on the bench like Real Madrid, ain't he? I hope City annihilate United. Jamie links to Kenny Tete. I think he's a good link. I'm not. Anfield Raw. Let me know. Let me know where the links are, man. Is it on Twitter? I'll have a look. Jamie, thoughts on Costa Simicast. In my opinion, was so. In my opinion, he will be sold to generate funds and supplies to the team. Now, yeah. Sorry about the throat, guys. It's this hay fever. I agree. Kostas Tsimikas. I think if Liverpool get a decent offer for Kostas Tsimikas, I think they'll let him go. I agree. I think if a decent offer comes in, if no offer comes in for Kostas, they won't let him go. They won't look to sell him. They won't let him go or anything like that. No offer comes in for him, they're keeping. But if a decent offer comes in for Kostas, I see Liverpool letting him go. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Let me get to a couple of super chats. Big up to Jem with a super chat. Jamie, big up to you. What do you think will happen with Tyler Morton? I'm not sure on the Tyler Morton one, to be fair, Jen. I think Klopp rates Tyler Morton. That's why he put him on loan for a year to Blackburn, similar to what he did with Harvey Elliott. Now, with Tyler Morton, the difference between Tyler Morton and Harvey Elliott is that Tyler Morton is actually a midfielder. Where you look at Harvey Elliott, and Harvey Elliott's more of a number 10, a right winger, forward, advanced, like attacking midfielder. Where I look at Tyler Morton, Morton can play that 6 role. He can play that sort of like just a little bit of more advanced from the 6, maybe not an 8, just a little bit more advanced low. I think Tyler Morton might be kept around. What's Tyler Morton's age, chat? Does anyone know the age of Tyler Morton? Is he over 21? Is he over 21? I can't remember how old he is. If he's over the age of 21, then he might be kept as a homegrown player. Liverpool got to make sure they got 8 homegrown next season. Everyone needs 8 homegrown players next season, I believe. I was reading this morning. So that's why a lot of teams are making sure. That's why Man City kept hold of Scott Carson as their third choice, because he's a homegrown player. You know, that's why he's at Manchester City, because he's homegrown. Is he 20 right now? 21 this year, I think, says living the dream. So if he looks around 15. So if he's 20 now and he's going to be 21, if he's 21 before the season starts, then he'll be kept as a homegrown player, in my opinion. He'll be kept as homegrown. You re-register your teams after January transfer window as well, don't you? So if Tyler Morton is of age of 21 between now and January, I think he stays at the football club. So he's 21 in October. Yeah, he's staying at the football club. If Tyler Morton's 21 in October, yeah, he'll be registered as a homegrown player. Yeah, he'll be registered as a homegrown player. So I think Tyler Morton might stay. I think Klopp might be looking at the Europa League in the group stages and thinking like Tyler Morton can play in Europa League games, FA Cup game, League Cup games, squad rotation now. Maybe that's what he's looking at. I've already said I want to take the Europa League seriously. I want us to win it. But in the group stages of the Europa League, they're usually quite comfortable, easy groups to get through. So I think in the group stages, I think Liverpool will look at people like a Tyler Morton and stuff like that to play them games with some senior players, a nice mix up there just to coast through the group games. So I can see Tyler Morton actually staying, you know. I can see Tyler Morton staying. Same with Harvey Elliott, another homegrown player. Connor Bradley as well. I don't know. How old's Connor Bradley now? Because if he's at the age, he can be homegrown as well. Got to use. Yeah, these are the players we should be using for homegrown guys. You know, personally, I think Adrian. I'm looking at it now. Adrian's third choice. Yeah, he signed a new deal. That's all done and dusted. Adrian's deal's all done. He signed a brand new deal. I'm thinking now maybe Liverpool could promoted one of the youth players who's over 21 and taken a homegrown spot at third choice. Thoughts on the Irish manager? So yeah, I saw quotes about that. He's saying he thinks he should leave to play first team football because he sees the qualities in his game. So if you're an Irish fan and you're the Irish manager, Irish coach, whatever you want to call him, you can understand his opinions on it because he's got a very, very good goalkeeper there that he might look at thinking could be my number one goalkeeper for years to come, but he's just not playing enough football right now to me make him number one. And you got a good goalkeeper who's number one for Ireland right now. So I can understand his opinion on it. I really can. But Liverpool, we can't afford to let Kelleher go now. We just can't afford to let Kelleher go. You know, why let Kelleher go? Then you got to go shopping for a goalkeeper. What is the point? Or like literally, what is the point? You know, Adrian can't be Liverpool's number two. He just can't. I can't live in a world where Adrian's Liverpool's number two again. I'm quite happy with Adrian number three, but I can't have him as our number two goalkeeper. I just can't. So what's the point of letting him go? There is no point, man. You know, he's a decent goalkeeper. He just needs to play. He just needs to play more games. He needs to play more games. With the Europa League, Kelleher's got a good chance of just being the Europa League goalkeeper. Play Kelleher in all the Europa League group games. You know, that means he's playing every week up till Christmas time, you know, in Europa League. So he's getting plenty of games, given the League Cup, maybe the FA Cup early on. So Kelleher is getting a lot of games then. Maybe that's the way Liverpool do it this season, but I wouldn't let him go. Nowhere. No way would I let him go. Adrian's a great karaoke singer. Yeah, he's meant to be good. Look, to be fair to Adrian's meant to be a great bloke, a lovely person. And we know, you know, Klopp likes that sort of personality around the changing room. That's maybe why he stayed a little bit. Ramsey will not be homegrown because he's Scottish. If I correct, anyone from Scotland don't count as homegrown. That's why Robbo don't count as homegrown. No, unfortunately, Ramsey, because he was brought up in the Scottish youth teams before he was 21. So I don't think he's going to be. How old's Ramsey right now? Actually, if Ramsey is only 18 and he plays for Liverpool for 3 years before he's 21, he might be counted as homegrown. I'm not sure. I know Robbo don't count as homegrown. I'm not sure, though. The rules are weird on it. The rules are weird. I've heard Adrian may be classed as a homegrown player. Is that right? No, he was under the age of 21. He was playing in Spain, wasn't he? Yeah, you got to be playing in this country for 3 years before you hit 21. Yeah, Musa is homegrown. That's correct because he played in for years in the English team. The Scottish Welsh aren't considered homegrown unless they were youth here. Exactly. Jamie Kelleher barely even played the domestic cups. Yeah, that was a weird one, weren't it, Psychedelic? That was a weird one. I don't know why he didn't. I don't know why he didn't play more FA Cup, especially. I mean, Allison came in for the Wolves game, didn't he? So it's a weird one. Right, let's talk about Mac Allister. So Liverpool activate Mac Allister's release clause. I don't even know he had one. Liverpool reportedly agreed to meet Alexis Mac Allister's release clause, according to Football Insider. It's been said that the Reds will pay the Seagulls between 55 million and 60 million quid. Personal terms have already been settled, according to the report, which will see him pocket a contract of excess of 150 grand per week. Mac Allister is set to be the first signing for Liverpool, it is believed. So this article came out last night talking about this, and today we are hearing that apparently Alexis Mac Allister's dad, I think who is his agent or with his agent, one of the two, has flown over to England for advanced talks. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Okay, thanks for the info, Jamie, mate. I was thinking because of his young age, he might be. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Kelleher will play Europa League if he stays 100% and Carabao, yeah. Francisco A in the house. How you doing, my man? Pimp Industries on their own. Big up, Pimp. How you doing, man? Much love to you, my friend. Got to love this deal if we get it done. Bargain for Mac Allister. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you feel about this deal about Mac Allister, guys. The rumours are getting stronger and stronger and stronger as the days go on. There's also reports I've been reading this morning that Liverpool hope to announce this deal from Mac Allister as early as next week. So as early as next week, Liverpool are looking to announce this deal. That's rumours online today. You know that I know there's a lot of people online that are a bit suspicious about this Mac Allister deal. You know, because Fabrizio keeps talking about it every single day, don't he? And obviously, like, because a lot of people's favourite Paul Joyce hasn't come out and mentioned anything yet. The reason I think this deal is happening is because Paul Joyce, with all this talk that has been on social media for the last 2 weeks about Mac Allister, Paul Joyce has never come out once and said everything you're reading on social media at the moment on Twitter from all these journalists about Mac Allister isn't true. He's not once come out and said that. And because he's never once come out and said that, lets me to believe that this signing is in fact going to happen. Because I do believe Paul Joyce or a James Pearce or someone by now would have come out and said this deal is not happening. Everything you're reading on Twitter from other journalists at the moment is not true. Liverpool are not looking at him, blah, 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 blah. We've not heard a one whip of that. And there's been so much gossip about it, so much talk on Liverpool on Liverpool socials and stuff like that, that they would have come out and said something by now. You know, they would have come out and said something that by now. So, yeah, I think it's a deal that probably will happen. I'm hoping it happens. Fingers crossed. 55 million, guys. That is the rumored. That is the rumors. Let me know in the chat, guys. 50 million, 55 million for Alexis Mac Allister. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you think he's worth it. Thumbs up if you think he's worth 55 million and it's a good transfer. Thumbs down if you don't think it. And if you do put a thumbs down, let me know why as well. Why is the director of football only here for 3 months? Something doesn't add up. Yes, a Big George has come in for the first 3 months, and the summer transfer window is 3 months long. And I think it's basically like a, when you go into a new job, if you go into a new job, they give you like 6 months probation, don't they? And if you do well in that 6 months, you then get the job full time. I think it's something like that. So if we have a good summer and we get the right players in, and Big George is part of that, I think then he gets the job full time. I wouldn't be surprised. Mr. Sinclair in the house, how you doing, man? Well said, Jamie. Just checked your take on copies. Just one thing about AB did give them back the momentum to yes. But yes, Klopp replaced Joe too late for Matip at 73rd. But then again, Matip a problem. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Sinclair, big up to you, my man. Thank you very much for your kind words. A bargain. We shall continue for 145. Big up, everyone saying, yeah, everyone's liking this transfer. Believe it when I see it, though. Yeah, I don't blame people thinking like that. I don't blame people. You know, Spirit just is fun. I think 50 mil max. Get Kone, FSG, or I'll be ran to complain 30 million. Yeah, the Kone deal. That's another transfer that could happen because obviously our new sporting director, Big George, as we like to call him, his son, Big George's son, is now the sporting director at Borussia Mönchengladbach. So, and Kone plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach. So Big George is our sporting director. His son is Borussia Mönchengladbach's sporting director. Liverpool, if you watch the Redmen TV this week, Neil Jones was on there, and Neil Jones was saying that Liverpool are in for Kone. Watch out for that transfer. This looks like something could happen. So Big George is our sporting director. His son is Borussia Mönchengladbach sporting director. Kone plays the sporting for Mönchengladbach. Liverpool are heavily interested in Kone. Big George was brought into Liverpool to look at the German transfer market, something we don't do nearly enough because there's quality players there. And all of a sudden we're linked with Kone. And then Neil Jones on Redmen TV the other day saying that the Kone deal is something you should keep your eyes on because that's real interest. There's real interest from the football club there. Keep your eyes on it. So for 30 mil, if he's only available for 30 mil, it's a no-brainer. Go and get the deal done with Mac Allister, and you start to see Liverpool fans smile a little bit more. Yeah? And start to see some movement in this window. Better than Mount and 100k a week cheaper. Yes, Mason Mount looks like he's going to Manchester United for 60 million quid. So not only could we buy Mac Allister for £5 million cheaper than Mason Mount wants between 250 and 300 grand a week at Man United. So we're getting a better player in Mac Allister for cheaper and half the wages. Yeah, I'm taking Mac Allister all day long, guys. All day long. Demo says a steal. Compared to the 50 million we waste on Naby, it's a bargain. That's a great deal, but if we're getting free, maybe Jew plus Coney would have been better. Yeah, maybe we know. Big up to you, man. Racino, big up to you. 55 million is good. Peach emoji. The fee I heard for Mac was 45 plus add-ons. Also, thoughts on Jamie Thuram talks advanced. Now, Thuram is a player that I have gone back and watched quite a few times now. So big up to everyone in chat, especially John in the chat, who told me a lot about Thuram and Paul and some. I think Mac has said it as well, and a few of you other guys in the live chat spoke to me about Thuram for months now. You guys are talking about Thuram, all season as a player Liverpool should be interested in. I didn't really know much of him, so I've gone back and watched him a few times playing for Nice. Baller. Tremendous little player. Great ball carrier. We ain't got any ball carriers in midfield. He is a ball carrier and he's strong. He is super strong. He gets the ball and he runs hard as well. He's an athlete. And if a deal can be made for Thuram, Liverpool should be all over it. I need athletes in my midfield. He's an athlete. He's a ball carrier. I need that in my midfield. We need players like that. Not every midfielder has to be a ball carrier because you need balance in your midfield. We just don't have any. If I've got a Thuram in my midfield who's an athletic, who's an athlete who can run and is a ball carrier, then I've got like a Kone who's more, a bit more withdrawn in that role, who's a controller. And then I've got a Thiago who's a controller. I've got more balance in my midfield. Then I've got a Mac Allister who's your box-to-box, sort of midfielder that can have quality with the ball in the final third. Then that's balancing our team that we need. We should be all over these players. They're FSG type prices as well. We're not on about expensive players here. None of these players are going to cost more than 50 mil probably each. Kone's available for around 30 mil. Mac Allister apparently, is a deal we can get for 55 million. I think what Andrew might say might be correct. Liverpool might put an initial bid down for 45 with add-ons going up to 55 million. That's the way we sort of do transfers. So I wouldn't be surprised by that if we go down that route and we get him for something like that. If Thuram, we can pick Thuram up for 40 mil. They're the things I've been looking at the moment. Thuram's available for around 40 million euros. If you can get Thuram for 40 million euros, which is about 38 million quid, it's a steal. It's an absolute steal. Big up Red Scout. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Red Scout, I've got a new Twitter if you want to follow me on there. James Phillips, I don't know if Liverpool will buy both Kone and Thuram. I wish we would, but I don't know if they will. So who would you buy out of Kone and Thuram? I would swoop for Thuram. His all-round game is better. Yeah, if I'm going to have to pick two, if Liverpool go only buy two midfielders and it's Mac Allister and Thuram, so be it. I'm not happy with just two midfielders. I think we need three new midfielders because the way I look at it, you got your three veteran midfielders: Henderson, Thiago, and Fabinho. Say we get three new midfielders: Thuram, Mac Allister, and Kone. That's six midfielders right there who can all rotate and interchange. They don't all have to play at the same time. That's a decent six, yeah. Then you got your youngsters. So you got Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, and Tyler Morton that can play cup games, come in for the odd Premier League game, can play the Europa League group stages, and then you can keep the players fresh like a Hendo, like a Fabinho, like a Thiago, like a Kone, like a Thuram, like a Mac Allister. They can stay more fresh, and you rotate the midfield. That is what I think Liverpool are looking at. Liverpool go keep their three veteran midfielders, Hendo, Thiago, and Fabinho, by three new midfielders to freshen it up. So you've got six midfielders there, and then the rest are kids. That is how we should be going about it for this summer. And then next summer, then three new midfielders become the first team midfielders. And then the likes of Fabinho, Thiago, and Henderson all make way for the brand new midfielders. So you've got interchange. That's how we should be doing it, in my opinion. Can't all do it in one season, in one summer. That's impossible. Even if we could, then you're trying to put in like 10 new players into a team. We know what happens when you try and force 10 new players into a team. It doesn't work. So that's how I'd go about it. I'd keep Fabinho, Thiago, and Hendo for this season coming for next season. Buy three new midfielders, so you've got six players there. Then you've got four kids. That's your nine midfielders. Then next season, after next season, the season after, the 24-25 season, I'd be looking at getting rid of Henderson, Fabinho, and Thiago. Promoting, say we get these three midfielders, Mac Allister, Thuram, and Kone as your three main midfielders. Then I'll be keeping my youth in Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, and Tyler Morton. You know, hopefully they've got a bit more experience and a lot better than they were. And then I'll go and buy three new midfielders of around 22 to the 25-year age gap. And then you go again. You keep replenishing. Be up honesty, Derek, a total bargain. Big up my man watching from, I don't know where that is, but big up to you, my friend. Mac Teng, Thuram, and Manuel Corno still. Talking of thumbs up, any chance of getting Jamie some likes today? Get them thumbs up. Yeah, guys, hit that like button if you've not hit it like already. We've got 108 likes, 109 likes already. Big up to everyone. We've been going less than an hour. We're already over the 100 like mark. Big up to you guys. Keep them likes coming in. €35, man. Don't be surprised if he pops out of the FA Cup later. Man City reveal him new sign. Could you imagine? I don't think City are in for Mac Allister. I think City, by the look of it, City are in for Kovacic, ain't they, from Chelsea? So they're trying to get Kovacic in from Chelsea. That was suit Pep Guardiola's system. And that's a player. You know, Kovacic. You got Rodri there. I think Gundogan is they're trying to get a new deal for. I think he's got another year or two in him at Man City easily. You got Foden, who should be able to play midfield. Foden is a midfielder for me. You got De Bruyne still there. You know, you got Kelvin Phillips still there. I'm not sure if they need too many at this moment, Manchester City. So it'd be interesting, but I don't know if they're in for Mac Allister. I really don't. Alan McCoy's and Laura Woods at pitch side right, EV. 3 away for 100 likes. Yeah, we're already past that. That must have been ages ago. Thuram has quick feet for a 6 foot. Yeah, and he's tall as well, Thuram. He's like 6'4" as well. No injury record either to our physios get their hands on them. I hope Man United get absolutely twatted today. So do I. I've got a feeling though they're going to win. That's why I don't want to watch. I don't know what it is. I just have this feeling United are somehow going to pull it out of the bag and win the cup today. I don't know why. It's either going to go two ways for me. Man City completely home. I think Man City players, I don't know what it is. I don't think City think like this because they're such winners. But I just feel like City have got the Champions League next Saturday, yeah, against Inter Milan. And I think Man City might be looking at that Champions League final and thinking this is so winnable against Inter Milan. No disrespect to Inter Milan, but I expect Man City to destroy Inter Milan in that final. Absolutely destroy them, like 4 or 5-0, like one of the most one-sided cup finals of all time. That's what I think might happen against Inter Milan. I think City will just go and annihilate them. So I think City might be looking at it and thinking, we don't want to get any injuries. We don't want to get Haaland injured or De Bruyne injured. And I think United obviously got nothing else now. This is United's last game of the season. And I think United might throw everything in the basket and absolutely go for it. So that is why I've got this horrible, horrible feeling United to go do a cup double. I agree with that. We either sign one or the other. Yeah. Another area that's not been a lot of chat about is the wide areas. I'd like another option off the left, says Anvil Raw. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Stefan. Sorry, Demo. Big up. Yeah, I forgot about Stefan because he's injured, ain't he? I forgot about Stefan. So there's your other midfielder, Stefan. Totally forgot about him. Big up to everyone. Big up, man. Big up, Panoff. It's been a while, man. Everyone's been asking for you. Hope you're doing well. Kone is a bit of a yellow card magnet. Bring it on. Yeah, I forgot Stefan, guys. I totally forgot. I totally, totally went over me. Get them both. There's no choice. Gets around Kone Mac Allister, another right back and a backup for Salah. I forgot we had Thiago. Hendo's a passenger. Yeah, I mean, I would. Yeah, look, I would. Yeah, I'd think about letting him go as well. I would. Everyone knows. Yeah, they signed Kovacic. Yeah, they Kovacic gotta be a baller for Chelsea for Man City. Yeah, I look at. I think Man City might be getting Garvadal as well from Leipzig, and if they get Kovacic in, I'm looking at their midfield thinking they're gonna have to let someone go. If Gundogan's is going, then Kovacic is the Gundogan replacement. If they're not going to let go of Calvin Phillips, there's no real room in their midfield. So I think that's why Liverpool just got this. That's why I feel positive about the Liverpool thing. There are 150 of you in the chat and 50% like. Smash the like button. What we're doing here, people. Big up to Pimping Distress. Big up to you. Yeah, I think he might go. Yeah, there was just rumours that they might give him a 2-year deal. But yeah, Barca on the free, or Arsenal, I believe, are in for him, aren't they? Something like that. Kelleher says the done deal. Stop chat about City. Big up Michael. Let's hope, man. Let's hope. City can't go into the Champions League final with 2 defeats. They cannot. That is very true as well. It makes it an interesting final, I think, today. What is it, 3 o'clock kickoff? I think it makes for an interesting final, guys. It really does because, as you guys say, City can't really afford to lose that game from morale. There's no doubt about it. Jamie, would you take Rafael Guerrero and as Robbo's backup? Yeah. Yeah, he's a free transfer this summer, ain't he? From Borussia Dortmund. Rafael Guerrero. Experienced. Very, very experienced fullback. Plays at the top level of the game. Knows there's nothing he doesn't know. Experience, quality. Yeah, why not? It'd be better in Simicast. Let's put it that way. United always turn up for City. They do. City never been in a final, and finals are one-off games. I think City will thump them 4-0. It will be all C in the defending. Yep, I agree. Big up to everyone in the chat, though. Much love for you all being here. City will smash them. Pile them up and smash them and pile them up. Who cares? James, but who cares? I can't stand either of them. If United sign Osherman and Kane, they'll push City next season. I don't. Look, unless United get taken over, I don't think United are going to do much summer transfer business. They ain't got much money left in the bank. Bro, Guerrero would be a star. Yeah, I agree. I think Guerrero is a quality player, man. Absolute beast. Liverpool, let's talk about a possible transfer here. So Liverpool listed as confirmed option for Bayern's Benjamin Pavard. There are only 11 days until the transfer window officially opens. There's been no shortage of links to the players, and now that includes another World Cup winner. Much as reported transfer of interest towards midfielders with Alexis Mac Allister expected to swap Brighton for Anfield early this summer. But Jurgen Klopp now have been ruled out a defensive signing. They too have not been in short supply with Levi, Colwill, Gerard Branthwaite and Mickey van der Ven all links. Now, for four-time Bundesliga winner Benjamin Pavard has been added to the list after Sky Germany's Florian Plettenberg, a reliable German source named Liverpool, as a confirmed option. And this is Florian Plettenberg's tweet here. News of Pavard buying is now willing to sell him next to Hernandez, as they know that Pavard definitely wants to leave the club this season. It's a question of price now. First ideas of a potential swap fee of 30 million euros. His options are Liverpool and Manchester City, apparently, and Manchester United. A versatile defender capable of playing centre-back and right-back, Pavard has informed Bayern of his desire to leave with 1 year left on his contract. The likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man United, and Man City and Inter have also been listed as options for the Frenchman, who has a price tag of the region of 26 million quid. 26 million quid, which is 30 million euros, guys. What are we saying in the chat, guys? What are we saying in the chat about Pavard? Would you take Pavard? I'm Pavard for 30 million. French internationals a bargain. Hanson's going City 4, United 2. Ads has said not for him. Don't rate him, says K. I'd rather have a fullback with more pace, as Iber. Livramento will be where is that? Where's that Livramento one? Livramento was doing well for Southampton before he got injured. He certainly was. Keegan says 100%. Pavard has a shocking injury record. I checked his injury record. It's shocking, so no thanks. Nola Pavard. We need a right back. He's worth it. Snap Pavard up quality. Yes, says Fozzie. Big up Fozzie, my man. Hope you're doing well. No, not good enough for me. Big up the chat. Steady play, can play centre back, right back, but I'm not raving, says Anfield Raw. Yes, and move Trent to midfield permanently. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame. Yeah, big up Fozzie. Yes, he could have a good partnership with Canate. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. You know, French internationals. You know, if he's playing on that right hand side, say Pavard's playing right back, knows Canate obviously from the national side. Canate playing that side, it'd be centre back side. Yeah, that moves Trent into midfield. Do you think, guys? Honestly, now, guys in the chat, let's talk honestly here. Do you think Liverpool are looking at getting a fullback in to put Trent into midfield? Do you think Liverpool openly looking at maybe getting a right back in this summer and getting Trent into that midfield position? Because the way Trent play ended the season, it has to be on Klopp's mind a little bit. It has to be on Klopp's mind a little bit that what he saw Trent do in midfield, surely he didn't see that and go, no, I'm all right, thanks. I'll put him back at right back. You get Pavard in, 26 million quid. That's no money, really. French international, yes, he's got a bad injury record, I agree. But if you got him at right back and you can get him full to play Trent in midfield, look, Trent can become versatile next season. Maybe Trent don't have a position next season. Let's say that. maybe Trent don't have a fixed position next season. Maybe Trent becomes like a bit like Kimmich does at Bayern Munich at times, where sometimes he's a right back, sometimes he's a midfielder. Maybe that's the way he's going to play next season with Trent. Maybe he becomes versatile. Maybe he becomes one of them players who really ain't got a fixed position. He's a master of both sort of thing. He can play right back in the game sometimes. Then following week, maybe he plays midfield and he puts a right back in. I'm not sure. Go free at the back, like Noel says. Could go free at the back. It's an interesting one. Yes, I think because Rich Jeremiah said we're looking for 3 midfielders and defenders. So yes. Yeah, this summer's interesting, man. It really is. Alexis Mac Allister says an Instagram message. Some Liverpool fans are treating this as a farewell message, so I'll read it out to you. So this is what Mac Allister said on Instagram. It is an honour to represent Brighton and Hove Albion in a World Cup. Brighton in a World Cup, but to become the first ever World Cup winner for the club, it was unforgettable. Hopefully, you will have more, as it will be your welcome after it. 3.5 years ago, we were fighting for relegation. Today, after so much sacrifice, suffering, and work, this group will be in the history of this club for becoming the first time the club will play in Europa League. We achieved it together, and that's why we have to feel very proud of a Moose. Yuri Tillemans has become a free agent. Liverpool apparently sanding him out. Liverpool really want, in quotations, Ryan Gravenberch. Liverpool really want Dutch midfielder, Bayern Munich midfielder Ryan Gravenberch, according to Michael Raseke or something like that, in an interview with Dutch papers. The Reds are bracing themselves for a busy summer and are already seen as the likes of Manu Kone, Alexis Mac Allister, and Thuram linked with moves to the Merseyside. Gravenberch is amongst those and saw his future subject to speculators after struggling for game time in Bayern. Speaking to Sport 1, Kerry Howe said Liverpool are interested in him. They really want to have him. That speaks the quality of the player. What do you guys think, Ryan Gravenberch? What we saying, man? What we saying? No, not Tillemans. Tillemans is a good free signing. He's okay. The Tillemans ones is a weird one. I'm not sure about Tillemans. As a free signing, as a squad player, as a bench player, again, decent bench player. We've got to have a decent bench next season. This is what we need. We need a squad. Again, if Tillemans is a free agent, the problem is because Tillemans is a free agent, he's a Belgium international, he can ask for quite high wage demands because he's not going to be getting a sign-on fee or a transfer fee. All that money goes into wages. So it all depends what Tillemans' ask for wages is. If he's asking for something like 180 grand, 170 grand a week, I don't think Liverpool going to touch him. But if you can pick Tillemans up for about 120, 130 grand a week as a squad player. Look, Oxlade-Chamberlain was on 140 grand a week and he never played. So if you give Ox's wages to Tillemans, who will play more, and have him as a squad player off the bench, I'm quite happy with that. But not as a first teamer. Not as a first team. I don't think he gets in our first team at all. Our best 11. But definitely as a squad player. But Sadio Mane is linked with shocked return, reports German papers here. Just 1 year ago, Red supporters were reeling, but remained understanding as the Senegalese forward sought pastures new. Mane became an Anfield legend during his 6 years at Merseyside, winning every major trophy possible, while scoring 120 goals in 269 appearances. That ain't bad, is it? Jesus Christ. It's just over one. It's just like, 1 in 2.5? That's mad. German outlet Blind are reporting that the Bayern Chiefs are planning a drastic shake-up after almost losing their grip on the Bundesliga. Chairman Herbert Heiner, ex-CEO Oliver Kahn, and sporting director Hans I can't pronounce his name, while players will still celebrate the final day win on with a cone. Um, FC Cone. The pieces, the piece named Sadio, a former Arsenal prodigy, Serge Gnabry as the high-profile stars expected to leave. While move for Mane may prove popular with Liverpool supporters, Jurgen Klopp has already planned a future by signing Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo. Dear McAllister deal edges closer. Give me sports reporter Ben Jacobs claims McAllister will be the first player through the door at Anfield this summer. Alexis Mac Allister always wanted to leave leave right at the beginning of the window. He said he made that clear to Brighton. There was an understanding when he signed his new deal just before the World Cup that he would be allowed to leave as soon as the season ended, which is what gives Liverpool confidence. Those personal terms are basically done, and it is very advanced deal on the player's side. Then it's all about agreeing a fee with Brighton. But I think McAllister will be the first name through the door as far as Liverpool are concerned. Jurgen Klopp is considering an approach for Leicester City midfielder Yuri Tillemans, according to Football Transfers. The Belgium announced on Wednesday that he'll be leaving the King Power once his contract expires on the 30th of June. Once valued at 50 million, Tillemans' stock gets decreased due to an unwhelming campaign at Leicester. However, Klopp is in light of options, and rejuvenated Tillemans could prove an asset to Liverpool's midfield. There's all the articles mostly today, guys. Yeah, look, the Mane one. Look, Mane, love you. You're great for Liverpool Football Club. You're a part of the success of Liverpool Football Club. You were a massive part of the fabric of what we're doing at this football club. But you chose to leave. You wanted to go by Munich. It didn't plan out for you. There's no way home, my friend. There's no way home. The grass isn't always greener. The grass isn't always greener, my friend. And yeah, Gnabry's never going to be a top player. Goes missing in games. I agree. I don't like Gnabry. No Mane. He could do nothing in the German league. He's finished. There are 6-7 players in the squad not good. Only signs for an instant improvement. It's very, very, very true. Yeah, Thuram. Yeah. I think Klopp is done with Núñez already. Doesn't trust him like Carvalho, Mane. Back, let Núñez go by. Oh, grouch. Dream thoughts on AEW's fight for a video game. I haven't seen any of the footage yet, Andrew. I haven't seen any of the footage yet. We're in advance of talks with Thuram, apparently. Big up. Let's have a look. Let me go on Twitter and just have a look what's going on. So that's most of the news I could find regarding midfielders and defenders. Obviously, Mickey van der Ven, is it? Or whatever his name is. Now, what do people share with me? Here we go. It's confirmed by Alexis Mac Allister's cousin. Deal done. Hang on, let me have a look. Hang on. I'll share this. Hang on. I'll share this with you guys. Let me share this with you.
Can you please tell him, please join Liverpool? When the next time you contact Mac Allister, you give him a call or text. Can you please tell him, please join Liverpool? No other teams, Liverpool.
Well, I cannot say where he going to play, but I think everyone knows it's close to Liverpool. It's a big team, but everywhere he go, I hope he can play good.
So he told you he's going to Liverpool.
Oh, there you go. They're done. It's done. it is done. Oh, big up, Lakers sending me that. It is done. that is his cousin. That is Mac Allister's cousin, Jen. That is Mac Allister's cousin, not this geezer here. Yeah, not that. That's Mac Allister's cousin. You can tell. Yeah, that is Mac Allister's cousin, guys. This geezer here in the blue, who looks a little bit like Alexis Mac Allister. Yeah, that's his cousin. That's his cousin. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again.
When the next time you contact Mac Allister, you give him call or text. Can you please tell him, please join Liverpool? No other teams, Liverpool.
Well, I cannot say where he going to play, but I think everyone know it's close to Liverpool. It's a big team, but everywhere he go, I hope he can play good.
So he told you he's going to Liverpool.
Oh, what happened there?
When the next time you contact Mac Allister, you give him call or text. Can you please tell him, please join Liverpool? No other teams, Liverpool.
Well, I cannot say where he going to play, but I think everyone know it's close to Liverpool. It's a big team, but everywhere he go, I hope he can play good.
So he told you he's going to Liverpool.
He can't say.
When the next
Oh, it's done. It's it's done. He's on his way. Oh man. Absolutely. It's done. That's all I need to hear, man. When the family members basically said, yeah, I've been on the phone to him. You know, Liverpool's the one close to him. You can't mention too much. Yeah, it's done, man. It's done. The right-footed Messi. Jesus Christ. Big up footy boy. How you doing, my friend? I'm doing well. I think I've got other news. Let me go on Twitter. I think other people sent me stuff. Let me quickly look. What I love, guys. Make sure you're following me on Twitter there, guys. My Twitter handle's there, as you can see. New Twitter, guys. Andrew sent me some stuff. Liverpool are chasing Fulham right back Kenny Tetty, with the Dutchman likely to be available for just 10.5 million. Big up, Andrew. Andrew also sent me that cousin thing as well, like Lakers. And Dave O'Cop has put breaking Liverpool are in advanced talks to sign Kepram Turam. Okay, I'll have a look at that in a minute. And AK sent me new in Liverpool talks with Nice for Kepram Turam are advanced. It is believed the French midfielder prefers a move to Anfield. Have been told Kepman Turam will reject advances from Newcastle and PSG to prioritise his move to Liverpool this summer. Let's see. Big up to you guys in the chat sending me stuff. I appreciate it. You know I do. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. Yeah. Just follow my Twitter, guys. Keep in touch. Send me any football related stuff, man. Appreciate it. Alex Scott links too. So yeah, Teddy, 10.5 million for the right back from Fulham. What are we saying there, guys? What are we saying about that transfer? If that comes through, what are we saying about that transfer? If that comes true, who said? Yeah, Andrew sent me it. Yeah, so this is coming on the Mail Online Sport. Liverpool are chasing Fulham right back Kenny TT. Is it TT? Kenny TT, with the Dutchman likely to be available for just 10 mil. 10 million for a right back. What are we saying there, guys? How happy are we with that? If we go and get Kenny TT or Tete or whatever the way you pronounce his name for 10 million quid as a right back, you know, that it tells me if we are going for a right back this summer, what I think I just said might be true, that Trent hasn't really got a position going into next season. I think they're going to look at it. If they're definitely going for a right back, they're going for a right back that's going to start a lot of games, and they're going to look at Trent as one of them players that can play over midfield or play right back in depending the game it's needed in. So sometimes Trent might play right back, sometimes he might play in midfield. I think it's going to be like that if we're definitely involved in for a right back. Taylor looks all right for 10 million. Has pace. Case not too sure. Jeff says Klopp stop the effing high line. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Class has got pace. Him and Canate don't let anything go through. 10 million, why not? 10 million can't be a bad deal. 10 million is peanuts. Yeah, man. If you can get him for that, Teddy delivered some badass crosses versus us, if you remember, and he's good defensively. Supreme Team J in the house. How you doing, my friend? We should get Eze from Crystal Palace. Yeah, he's a baller, man. You can't go far wrong with 10 million. We can have always sell him and make a profit if it doesn't work out. That is very true. It's nice to see Liverpool at this spending some money for once. That is a good player. Yeah, these are good deals, man. These deals are definitely coming in. Looking forward to that. So I'm just looking at Dave O'Copp's Twitter account right now. Let me just read this for you. So breaking Liverpool advanced talks aside the Nice Star. So he's putting it here. Liverpool advanced talks aside Kepram Thuram, according to Jacques Tolbolt. Thuram is just one of the French stars linked to remove the Liverpool as the Reds are also reportedly looking to sign Manuel Kone. We hear that talks with the Nice Star Thuram are advanced indeed. Anfield appears to be the favoured destination for the French international, whose father, legendary defender Lilian Thuram, is leading negotiations with Jurgen Klopp, a huge fan of the midfielder. And the player seems happy to join Liverpool over our rival interest, which includes PSG. More to follow. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting there. Oh, man. Liverpool have to get this summer right. They know that. They have to get this summer right. And I think Liverpool are looking at it now and thinking, we have to get everything in place for the season before it starts. We need players to come in, hit the ground running. This team, look, FSG, look, no matter what people think of FSG, they can't be that thick. They know this team needs, rebuilding, bigging up again. They know it does. They have to get this summer right. They have to get this summer right. Have to. They have to get this right. They have to get this summer right. Do FSG get this summer right? Do you think, let me know in the live chat right now, do you think we get this summer right? Obviously, there's been no signings yet. There's no ink on any paper. So we've got to be careful. Yes, I do videos and all that because it's my job. I have to bring you this news. I'm not always right. I've titled this Mac Allister Liverpool activate Mac Allister's release clause. It's because what I've read, I'm not in the know of anything. But yeah, I mean, this picture's cold, man. Look at that for a picture. That picture is cold. That picture is cold, man. That is what I want. That is the French excellence right there. That Kone, Thuram, and Canate, man. I want that to be. I want that to be a reality, man. I don't think it's the real. No, he's not tall enough. I think that's meant to be. I think that's originally Virgil in that design that someone photoshopped. But yeah, I'm not. They look like a boy band. Oh man, it's a bad Photoshop because obviously Canate is like 6'5". So, but yeah, that I want that to be a thing, man. That has got to happen. I'm not going to be happy unless that happens. And by the way, I do not look like Stipe Mirovic. I do not look like Stipe. Why does everyone keep thinking I look like Stipe? I was on Coppish last night and everyone said I look like Stipe. That's what Stipe looks like, right? Look at his face, not the body, because I don't have that body. Just look at his face, yeah? So that's Stipe, yeah? This is me. Let me take glasses off. Stipe. Jamie, Stipe. Jamie, Stipe. You too, bro. He's your twin, Jamie. So Steve. Is that what I'm going to have to call myself from now on? Jamie Stipe Phillips. Is that what I'm going to have to call myself from now on? Is that what I'm going to have to call myself from now on? Yeah. That's, I keep getting it all the time. I even got that in the street the other day when I was out. Someone shouted out Steve Ovich when I was walking down the street. I was like, I can't get away from it. And I can't get away from it. I can't get away from it, man. It's not. It is not fair, man. It's not fair. Oh, right, there we go. Right. That was Jamie's workout, Madam Two Swords. Oh man, it's not me. So Jamie, Stipe. It's the hair, because we've got the same hair and sort of like the gingery beard. I'm going to have to get a side by side, ain't I? I'm going to have to get a side by side. You have to get side by side. Eze or Mac Allister, who do you guys prefer? For our system, Supreme J, I would say Mac Allister. For our way we set up in our system, I'd say Mac Allister. But why can't we have both? I'll say that, Supreme Team J. Both. Why can't we have both? I watch it. I don't get. That's the thing with me, psychedelic. I don't get knocked out. You don't. Nothing. Look. Nothing, man. I can't get knocked out. Shit, fucking hurt. I can't get knocked out. Big up, Ian. How you doing, mate? You doing well? Get a Croatian shirt, yeah, because is he originally from Croatia, but he like lives in Detroit or something like that, don't he? He's brought up in America, but he's from Croatia originally, ain't he? Yeah, is that the geezer from people saying young? Is that the geezer from what's his name? Is it Salzburg? Is it the Salzburg? Red Bull Salzburg? Is that it? Am I right there? Is it Red Bull Salzburg? Gives me Patrick Berger vibes, not going to lie. Big up. I think I saw Ram. There you go, Jamie. I prefer Ram over Kone. Yeah, I think someone asked me earlier if I had to choose between the two, and I said Kone. I said Ram over Kone. Yeah, but even for a Scouse, your English is better than Steve. Is it Leipzig? I knew it was one that was at Wolfsburg, now at Leipzig. I knew it was one of the Red Bull teams. Because did we play? Isn't he the guy we played when we played Salzburg in a friendly? Have I got the right team? We played Salzburg in the friendly and he played for Salzburg, or was that Leipzig we played in the friendly? Who did we play in the summer friendly this summer? Just gone last season. Was it Red Bull Salzburg or was it Red Bull Leipzig? I can't remember now. Yeah, we did play against them, didn't we? Yeah, in the friendly. Sanderberg incoming. Don't do that, Pac-Man. Don't. Pac-Man, you're late to the party, so everyone says I look like Stipe. So look, there's Stipe. Not the body, Pac-Man, just the face, obviously. Although there ain't much off. You've seen his arms. Stipe and me. Stipe. Me. Not. Oh, big up, Pac-Man. We played against both of them teams. Yeah, I thought we did. I remember him. Yeah, Darwin scored the bunch. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was Leipzig. Yeah. Salzburg thinks. Yeah, I remember playing against them in the friendly. He looked decent. I ain't going to sit here and pretend I know a lot about him because I don't really watch the German league because the German league is trash. Did anyone watch the final day of the German season? Like his long lost slow cousin. It's a bit harsh, Pat, man. I'm not slow. I mean, Steve usually talks like that because he's taken so many shots to the head down. He's got CT. But no, not me, man. Definitely more like Messi, says Aaron. Yeah, that German finals game of the season. Oh my God, the German football is so bad. The German league is terrible. It's dead, man. I think Union Berlin were like top of the league at one time and finished third in the league. I mean, come on, it's a joke. The quality is bad. The quality is really bad. Really bad. Yeah, exactly, Bruno. Thank you. You're nothing like him here. Thank you. I think that is all the transfer news for today, guys. That is all the transfer news for today. I'll let all you beautiful people go. Lovely weather out there. Get ready for the cup final. Watch City absolutely destroy Manchester United in the cup final. Big up the Pac-Man in the chat. Hope you're doing well, man. My predictions for the cup final. It's going to go two ways. City take their eye off the ball because they got a Champions League final next Saturday. United get the win. Or City absolutely destroy United 4-0. It's going to be one of the two. One of the two. Big up Dave in the house. 4-2. Good show, Jay. Have a good day all. Big up to you. Played awful, man. Union Berlin be like Luton Town finishing fourth. The South American League is producing major talent lately. Be like Elm. Yeah, definitely. I reckon it's City 3-1. Yeah, guys, have a great time. Enjoy the football. Enjoy the weather. I'll see you again Monday, guys, for some more news. So till Monday, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Big up to all of you. Bye-bye for now.